Welcome back to the OSU Extension Show, and we're still here in the GoYe Village Garden. We're with Arlene Stacy, and Arlene, you're telling me that you're organic. You completely organic.
Yes, Bob and I grow an organic garden.
And so you don't use any fertilizer, no pesticides, anything like that?
That's right.
What special things do you do to help build the soil with something like that?
Well, we use a lot of chopped leaves in the fall, and we bury all of the greens that, you know, when they stop producing, and add to it that way.
Yeah. Well, with good soil like this and the fact that it's been tilled for all these years, why you have that opportunity, and I know that you would know if it wasn't working for you, and it looks like it is. We're standing in front of y'all's tomato patch here, and tell me a little something about the varieties and that stuff on your tomatoes.
Well, on the tomatoes, I grow 5 kinds, and I plant the seeds and raise them, and then we plant them in the garden. And this particular kind happens to be a sun sugar. It's a little tiny, very sweet tomato. We have Early Girl and Celebrity and Golden Girl, and
have you grown those same varieties for several years, or do you research them and change a little bit? Or
I've grown 3 of them for about 5 years, and then the other 2, I always experiment.
Yeah.
And some of the experiments turn out pretty good, and some of them don't.
Well, when do you start the seeds? Where do you get your potting mix? What about the lights and stuff? Tell us a little something about what you do there.
Well, I start them about the beginning of March, and I start them right in our apartment. And we happen to have a southeast exposure, so I grow them pretty much in the apartment until I start transplanting them, and then it gets a little bit much, so I have to put them outside on the patio.
Yeah.
I have garden covers that in case of frost.
Yeah.
And I keep them out there until they're ready to go in the garden.
We have a southeast window. Do you put any other light on them to help them grow?
No, we put them in front of the patio doors. And,
so that's pretty well takes care of it?
It does it. And and then when we put them out in the patio, they get lots of sun and wind. And
Well, where do you get your potting mix?
I usually get mine from gardeners. I have done that for quite a few years.
Just other gardeners, you get some of your...
No, it's Gardeners is a commercial place.
Oh,
yeah.
You order it from...
Yeah, the gardeners. And I have the little self-watering seed things. And
oh, so you've got considerably more things than someone that just might want to plant a half a dozen seeds or so.
Oh, yeah, because we had about 33 to put in.
Yeah. Well, most people find that the biggest thing that they're lacking whenever they're growing something like that is light. You know, you can order the seed and get the potting mix and get everything you need, but light is really kind of a difficult deal. So you probably got an awfully good spot here if you're getting by without any extra.
Yeah, we do. We have sun and so forth. Yeah. And then anything that we get over, we give to the rest of the residents here.
Yeah.
So, and we've had a lot of surplus.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's just about as easy to plant 20 as it is to plant 2. So a lot of people find that they've got to have some kind of fluorescent light above them whenever they're planting them, but generally they don't have a patio window and all that to put stuff in a southeast window and stuff. So that's pretty good. Through the years, what things have you noticed about your organic production?
Well, a lot of people here said, oh, the cucumbers taste so much better than the ones we can buy in the store. And of course, we enjoy them ourselves. Yeah. And I mean, once in a while you have a little problem, but you have to take care of it. I mean,
I was seeing about an organic farm in California, one of the biggest ones, and they put like 300 tons of compost on their gardens every year. And the guy said that we just don't have the diseases because we fed the soil and they take care of the plants. So you're probably doing a lot of that here and every now and then while something
well,
goes
we do
wrong.
have some organic compost that we use. Yeah, we do have some of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have, well, actually we reclaimed 2 places here from grass. And so we've been working on getting the soil, and
yeah.
we've got a lot of worms in there now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Worms are a major part of the deal, and a lot of things that we've done year after year after year have kind of destroyed the worms. So if you've got a lot of worms, well, that's good, and hopefully it'll just continue to get a little bit better.
And we started our asparagus bed a couple years ago, and of course it's growing very nicely now. So
yeah, they're saying that some of the others had couple-year-old asparagus beds. So have y'all harvested any out of yours, or are you waiting?
This is our third year.
Third year, okay.
And we didn't do anything the first 2 years. And
what do you do to your asparagus when you get ready to lay it by for the winter?
Well, actually, I just got through weeding it, and I put some dry grass cuttings on it.
Okay.
But one of the things I've found works okay, it keeps some of the weeds down, or just table salt.
Just table salt?
Yeah, sometimes if I put a little of that on, it helps keep some of the weeds down.
Well, that's different, and I've never heard that before. There's a lot of things that are less tolerant to salt than others are, and of course something rooted like that is the salt's not going to affect it quite as quick as it would some of the weeds. But on the other hand, if you salt out a piece of ground, well, you're not going to be growing anything else there for a while.
That's right. I don't put that much on.
Yeah,
but, but just enough to keep the weeds down.
Okay, well, I think we're about out of time for this part of it, so we'll go to commercial break and be back in a minute.